Baby, don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
It's gonna be good.
So baby, don't worry, everything gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. So baby, don't worry, everything gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. Time is money, I don't.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Well Fam. I'm Mimi.
I'm Quay.
And today we have another interview for you guys. We're meeting up with a man. His name is James, and he does stuff with oil rigs, and he travels the world. He's seen the whole world with his career, and he's gonna tell his testimony on how he got into his career field and just tell us about what he does. It's really cool, guys. You guys are really gonna enjoy this.
And also, I met this gentleman at the barbershop. He's a very, very humble guy. He's taking the time out to let y'all know about how long he been with them and everything. This is a very, very special video. I hope this inspires y'all as another one. Like Alex, it was inspiring, very motivational. And also, I didn't want to forget my babies, because I always want to put my babies in this, you know.
We got QJ. Say hi, QJ. And we got Malia. Oh, she knocked out already. Y'all, we didn't even leave the parking lot.
Hey, that my boo. She look cute, don't it, y'all? She look cute. She got her shoes on, everything, you know.
So we'll see you guys on the next clip. Where we meet up with James.
All right, see y'all soon. All right, y'all. So we made it here to James. He's about to tell his testimony, but my wife.
I'm gonna take the kids outside, so it's peace and quiet.
All right. So stay tuned. Look forward to that. And say hi, Quay. I see you trying to get in there. All right. So we'll see y'all soon. Look forward to Mr. James telling his testimonies and how he got where he needed to be. Okay.
Hey, God bless everybody. My name is James Brooks. Originally from Trenton, New Jersey, born and raised. I've been living down in South Florida for approximately 12 years now. Left Jersey, moved down to Brickell, stayed there for 5 years, and then bought a house here in Plantation. Work in the oil and gas industry. Been doing that approximately 12 years now. Prior to that, I was a biochemist for a pharmaceutical company in New Jersey. Just as I was telling my brother here, grew up in the projects, lived in the projects actually 18 years. And one thing the projects taught me was community. It taught me love. We called it the concrete jungle because it was hard times, but you know, I think through that I've learned lessons, tangible lessons of community, of people that even though they're going through a struggle and you're going through a struggle, you bond together to make things better for yourself and those around you. So aside from all the differences that we had, you know, with the crime and especially when crack hit in like 84, 85, and it just turned everybody's world upside down, families been disbanded and so forth. Still communities came together and, you know, got through it as best we could. So that was like the first pandemic that I went through, was that crack era. But again, through that, certain opportunities were afforded to me. Got scholarships, actually a scholarship from the projects that I lived in.
What projects was that?
That was Miller Homes, AKA Killer Homes. Google it. Yeah, it was the first New Jack City. One way in, one way out.
Oh so,
man. Yeah, it was some trying times, you know. But again, a lot of times, you know, we didn't know that we were poor because, you know, my mom, she did the best she could to support us and give us everything that we needed, and she did her best to give us most of the things that we wanted. But again, until you get out into the world, until you start seeing other things, then that's when you realize, like, oh snap, you mean tell me sugar water? So, that's just a little synopsis of myself and my history. So, hey, any questions you want to ask? Just
how did you where did it start from the beginning? I know you just didn't end into the oil field. How did you get presented into that? How did you get into that direction?
Okay, interesting story. My best friend was working in the oil and gas industry, and this was around the 2007, 2008 time period. And at that time, I was a biochemist at the pharma company. Wasn't really making a lot of money for my title and for the tier that I was in my professional career, but I trusted God. And this is just not to sidebar or anything, but this is just a testament to trusting God and trusting the process. At the pharma company, I was doing a little bit of everything, research and development, extended release, solid dosage, just a whole gamut of R&D. And again, I wasn't making a lot of money. So I was working near Princeton, New Jersey, and this is where Princeton University is. So it's a very affluent area. And I would see these big houses every day on my way to work. And I was like, God, when is it going to be my time to shine? When am I going to get something like that? And I just couldn't see, like with my current salary, I was like, how could I ever achieve something like this? Why isn't the playing field even for us, And again, I was doing different various jobs in the laboratory. So the company decided to send me back to school for another degree, to help out in the laboratory. And at that time, I was just like, man, I'm 35 and I do not feel like going back to school. So here I am in class with a bunch of 19-year-olds who could problem solve way faster than me. And I'm in class falling asleep at night, everything. And I just could not see the objective in why was I going back for this particular degree, for this job that wasn't paying me a lot of money anyway. Mm-hmm. So, the terms of the condition were like, okay, for every B and above I bring home, they'll give me a partial raise and they'll also pay for schooling. So did that for 2 years, got that associate's degree, and was like, okay, now I have another degree on my resume, but I'm still not making any money. Lord and behold, this is when the gas prices had going up to like $4 a gallon.
What year was that?
This was like in 2008.
Okay. And
excuse me. At that time, the offshore oil and gas industry was booming. Oil was up to over $100 per barrel. So oil and gas companies were looking for people like crazy. So my best friend happened to call me, and he was like, look, they need somebody with a scientific background. My degree is in biology, my undergrad is in chemistry. My minor is in chemistry. So I was like, look, I have no idea about environmental safety, geophysics, anything, petroleum engineering. I had no idea at all. He was like, look, give your resume to the recruiter because they need people bad, and they were asking me. Just so happened, sent it to the recruiter. The recruiter was like, the position that they have available is exactly what your resume meets. You meet the criteria perfect, because they needed somebody with project management experience. They needed somebody with, yada, yada, yada. And I was just like, wow. So all these years that I had been looking at these houses, all these years I had been taking classes and not knowing what direction that God would put me in, just so happened that my resume was exactly what they were looking for. And I will never forget it. They called me at 5 o'clock in the morning from Angola, Africa, and told me, we need you in Africa in 45 days. And I didn't believe it. I was like, Angola, Africa? I mean, if you had told this kid from the projects that I would be working in Africa, the motherland where life was created, the birth of man, I would have looked at you like you was smoking crack. I didn't see it. And I still didn't believe it, and so they started sending me packages. I had to go get all these shots and, make sure my passport was valid. I had to get, visa for the country and all that stuff. And I still didn't believe it You know, it wasn't like I was doubting God, but I just didn't believe. I was like, there is no way that this is happening. And then when they told me what my salary would be, it tripled my salary from what I was currently making. And at that point, I was just praising God. And to circle back again, 6 months prior to that, I was a drummer for my church. So I'm playing drums every Sunday, and I'm knowing the word, I'm listening to the word. And the pastor will always talk about paying your tithes. And I was just like, you know, that devil start talking to you like, look, you ain't making enough as it is. You need to pay yourself first, you know, and you give God what's left. So I always paid an offering, I never paid tithes. So one Sunday I'm on the drums and I was just like, look, you know something, I'm gonna step out in faith and I'm gonna write this check out. Why do you not? Wrote that check out for 10% of my salary, or what I was getting at the time every 2 weeks. And from that point on, I never wanted for money again. 6 months later, that's when the company that I worked for, that's when they called and told me that they needed me in Africa. And I gave that testimony in church. I said, for my tithes will now be tripled from what they were before, because it was nothing but God. Nothing but God that made that way. And, you know, it got real once they sent me that flight itinerary. And my birthday is May 1st, and I left out of Houston, Texas on April 30th and landed in Africa on my birthday. So that was nothing but God.
That was nothing but God.
That's not
That was
a
a birthday
coincidence.
gift right there.
Birthday gift right there. So, you know, I'm getting off the plane and I'm in Angola, Africa, and I'm looking around. And first thing I did, I got mad because I was just like, everything I saw on the Discovery Channel and all these jails, you know, like Africa is a bunch of babies with big bellies and flies everywhere. None of that was true. Africa is beautiful. The city was very modern, like I was in like a little New York City. So, you know, I mean, of course there are certain parts of Africa that are, you know, that have that look, but for the most part, things are modernized.
Oh, wow.
So I landed in Africa and I started with my new company and started with my new position on my birthday in 2008. Yeah. And then I worked in Africa, in Angola for almost a decade. I worked in Namibia, worked in South Africa. For my career, I've traveled and worked all over the world. So I've been to approximately 32 different countries. I've gone through 3 passports.
You didn't say in-state, you said country.
Countries, yeah. Been all over Europe, been all over Africa. And again, I just can't stress enough, Africa is beautiful. If you guys ever get a chance to take a trip to Africa, I mean, it's expensive, you know, for the flights and everything, but there is nothing like landing in Africa and the first African that you meet, they look at you and they know that you're Black American or African American, and they say, welcome home. That is a liberating feeling. That's it. Nothing else compares to that. So when you look around and you're seeing all these beautiful people, you know, the blackest skin, but it's like silk. And they look at you and you be like, man, you know, you're my family. You're like my cousin. You're like I don't know how we related, but my lineage is from somewhere in Africa. And it's just a beautiful feeling, so.
Wow. Is it anything how did you like, well, you kind of tapped into it. You started from the beginning and now you're at the end. So how long you been with them? For 12 years?
Yeah, for about 12 years now.
12 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Work offshore.
And how long are you out for?
Oh, I'm out. Well, originally it was for, well, let me circle back. Once you work internationally, it's a 28-day on, 28-day off rotation. So you're at work for a month and then you're home for a month. So essentially you're only working 6 months out the year.
Okay.
But again, you know, when you're away for that month, you're working every day, 28 days straight.
Okay.
And then you come home and you're off for a month. So it's a
and
good
for
balance.
others, how can they get started to trying to get to apply for the job?
Yeah.
What do
Okay.
they have to do? Do they have to have a degree or anything like that?
That's a good start. When you work domestically, which now I'm working in the Gulf of Mexico, it's a 14-day on, 14-day off schedule. So it's 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Now due to COVID, they upgraded it to 21 days because they want to lessen the travel time. So now I'm working 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off. But in order to get into this industry, it starts, I would say, in high school. For those of you that are looking into these engineering type fields, STEM is huge. And I know that a lot of times, especially with black folks, they like to gear us into certain professions. You want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, or you want to be an athlete or entertainer. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has that lane, but there are so many more professions out there that are paying high salaries that you can get into. Petroleum engineering, seismology, chemical engineering, geophysics, petrophysics. There are so many industries that once you have this skill set behind you, you'll have a job for the rest of your life because the oil companies will snatch you up. These are career paths and skill sets that the oil and gas industry needs. The industry is moving more technology based, so that's why majoring in any STEM field is paramount. Because with that skill set, again, you'll always eat.
Do you need experience?
You can gain tangible experience. The education is the start. So the education it kind of gets your foot in the door. A lot of times for us, we don't get those same opportunities as everybody else. And I see that a lot with my colleagues. I see a lot of nepotism. I see a lot of people that know people that are from the same town and relatives and stuff like that. And then for us coming in that don't know anybody or know anything, it's kind of harder for us to get that jump start. So there are certain states that are huge in oil and gas, and that's like Houston, Texas, Oklahoma, North Dakota, Mississippi. These are where all the oil field or most of the oil field workers come from. So they already have that inside connection. So what I tell people and what I try to do for my scholarship fund is I try to gear it for students who are majoring in any STEM field. And with that behind you, that science, technology, engineering, and math, with those careers behind you, like I said, it's easier to get your foot in the door. And then that's how you gain experience. This is like one of the few industries where there's no age discrimination. I have colleagues who are 60, 70 years old that are still working because they have all that tangible experience that companies need because it's an ever-changing, continually learning field.
You learn something every day.
Every day, and it's
not the same work, basically.
Well, it's the same geological template, but just different anomalies. So say for instance, there's a difference between offshore drilling than there is land drilling. There's a difference between shallow water drilling, which is waters, I think, only down to maybe 500 feet, to deep water drilling, where you're talking about 4,000, 7,000 feet to get to the seabed. So again, it's just different geological anomalies, but once you get with these companies, they'll train you for everything. The good thing about somebody that don't have any experience is that they can train you to do the job exactly how they want, instead of you coming in with a preset notion of, okay, this is how I do things, or this is how we should do things at this company, and yada yada yada. But it can be done. But again, it starts with making that investment in yourself. A lot of times physics and geology and trigonometry, these aren't classes that are most popular. A lot of them are a little challenging. And I remember taking trigonometry in school, and I was like, I'm never going to use this ever again in my life. I don't know why am I learning about tangents, inclinations, azimuths, perpendicular. I was like, when am I ever going to use this again? And now I'm using this every day.
Wow.
So there is a field, and there is a why you're learning these type of skill sets, because there is a use for it. So.
Okay.
All right, so y'all, hope y'all liked his testimony. Right now, I'm finna get ready to show his home to y'all, so look forward to that. This is what hard work gets you. He's gonna show you his inside his crib, so I hope y'all like it, all right? All right. What's going on, Jay?
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, nah.
Welcome to Wakanda.
All right.
Hey, bro.
All right. Oh, man, this is beautiful.
God is good, man.
Yeah.
I'll take you for a little mini tour.
Okay.
This is my office here.
I see you like art.
Yeah, been to Paris several times, so I always wanted to have a picture of the Eiffel Tower.
You got a light on? I can put it. Yeah.
And
Oh, you been to Paris?
yeah, of course, New York City. You know.
Oh man.
Gotta have home somewhere.
Oh yeah. So you like the Knicks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And the Pittsburgh. My family love Pittsburgh.
Yeah, of course, Pittsburgh. This was something that was pretty cool right here. I'll show you this. This is when I was working in Africa, and this was handmade.
Oh wow.
By one of the Africans. You know, so
He put your name on
put
it.
my name on it. My heart had everything. So
Wow.
Africa has a lot of talent. So I've always wanted to keep this, and just that's when I was leaving Africa. As a matter of fact, to come work back in the States.
And this your family right
Yeah,
here?
that's the family.
Let me back up. Get the family for y'all.
That's my mother, my sisters, nieces and nephews, and me when I had hair.
All right.
This is 2 bedrooms here on the side. This is what I call my mother-in-law's suite.
Okay.
Or my mom's suite. I just try to keep it white. And
I see you love white.
well, mom, she loves it.
Yeah.
Excuse all my work there and everything.
No. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love how you got the home.
Yeah. Come on down here. This is the
Master bedroom?
bedroom, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Got the weekend. Jay's on another level, Doc.
This is pretty cool at night too. Where you can see the, especially like when you want to come out at night, you just want to do like a nice little swim.
So you come right out the bed, you just go to the pool?
Straight to the pool.
Oh man.
And then come right back in, do a few laps, and come right back in. This is one of the closets. Of course, I love my Yankees, so.
Yeah. I got me a red Yankee hat myself.
Got
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Where I keep the suits and everything for work.
Okay.
This is when the world opens again.
Oh man. You got taste.
You gotta have your show off shoes.
Oh yeah.
So,
You see him, right? And he got the hat with it.
yeah, once you start getting in that 40 and above range, you gotta have your head game right. You gotta have your shoe game right. You gotta have your belt game right. Your sunglasses game right. Your watch game right.
Now you know what's getting me right now on this whole wall. Look at these right here. These got me. Oh my God. Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Oh my God. Look at them.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, you wear them when you want to play hard.
Oh man.
This is one side of the bathroom,
Okay.
and then
This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
just the shower in the middle.
Oh, so you got, okay. All right.
I call this a love bathroom. So
Yeah.
I'm over here, and she over there,
Uh-huh.
and we mad, but we both gotta go.
It is what it is.
You gonna love me through all of it.
I know this, right?
I guess we can we'll go to the kitchen every day first, and then
Okay.
come back out to the bath to the bath.
You know, I love these couches, by the way. This nice orange. It's like that Houston, Texas orange.
Yeah, exactly. You know that crushed one.
Right, and it's like if you ever been to Texas, y'all, it got the dirt. It's exactly what that color is, right?
It's that crushed orange.
Right.
I love that too. So So the people that actually bought the house from, they gutted everything, and they redid the kitchen and just made it, you know, put a few high-end appliances in and made it an Italian kitchen.
Wow. I love the stainless steel refrigerator, man. Yeah, man. You want to open it up? I don't know if you're embarrassed if you got it right. It look all right? It's all right?
Let me switch some stuff out first.
All right, all right.
I call myself going on the diet. So,
oh, man. All right, that's enough. This is beautiful. 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 This is real beautiful. And I can tell you a clean brother. You everything clean. Cause I done seen some nasty people in my days.
It's a guest bathroom here.
Okay.
Can you believe there's 7 bathrooms in this house?
No, I can't.
7 bathrooms.
You got 7 baths?
7 bathrooms, bro.
Oh.
And that's why the cleaning people love to charge.
So you got a lot of places you got options to go to the bathroom. Ain't nobody got to wait on nobody.
I turned this into like a little gym right here. But as you can see, it hasn't had much use. But you know, I tried.
No, you got the
Another
Ali.
full bathroom there.
Amen. You want to introduce these African brothers? I know we got Ali over here, but who is this right here?
Look. This picture stands for everything. You know, these people, these were the original Colin Kaepernicks.
Okay.
This is back in the, I believe it's the '64 Olympics.
Okay.
And that's John Carlos here at the top, and they risked it all. This is when the injustice was going on in America.
Okay.
So here they are out here running in the Olympics for their country, and they would come home and they couldn't even eat at the same counters as the people that they were beating, or the people that they were running against, or the country that they were running for. So they decided to make a stand, and they said that, look, we are going to put our black gloves on and we're going to raise our black fists in the air when we win these Olympic medals for the world to see. So these were the original Colin Kaepernicks.
Amen.
When they risked everything for the cause.
Amen.
So essentially what they were saying is that I would rather live on my feet than to die on my knees.
Amen.
You know? Or live on, die on my feet than to live on my knees. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't know that this man right here, I believe he was from Canada or Switzerland or whatever. But he was down with the cause too. He's the one that actually told them to put on the black gloves and raise their fists in the air. And a lot of people don't know that. So when they came back to America and they suffered, they couldn't get a job, people were disgracing them, spitting on them and all that. When he went back to his country, he felt the same wrath. And a lot of people don't know that. He's the one that actually told them, like, because they wanted to make a stand, they didn't know what to do. And he said, why don't you put on the black glove and raise your fist in the air?
Amen.
So, you know, of course, Ali, you know, Ali.
Everybody know Ali, man.
Yeah.
If you seen the movie, you got a diagram of it, but get the book.
Yeah, risked it all for what he believed in.
Amen.
You know?
Amen.
So for now, Colin Kaepernick, he will be mentioned in the same sentence as Ali, and he'll be mentioned in the same sentence as John Carlos, and his running game. This is where you got excuse the garage.
No, you good.
This is where you keep the whips at.
That is Range Rover, BMW.
That's pretty much standard in South Florida.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Open the garage for me, James.
Can you believe that BMW, that's a 2005?
Really?
Yep.
I love your
It's
pen.
brand new and kept it all these years.
Amen. And it's both of them clean.
You know, hey, it's South Florida. You know, it's you gotta keep your whips clean.
Oh yeah.
We gonna turn your son into a geophysicist. Hey, how you doing? So I'll take you for a little tour out here.
Say hi, baby.
It's still in progress, so
Sit down,
you know, had I known I was coming or had I known we was going to do on the tour, I would have made it up a little bit better. But
No, it looks good.
the beautiful Jacaranda golf course. Here they just remodeled the entire golf course.
Okay.
These are quarter carcasses, and I got that as kind of like a privacy fence where my landscaper is coming today actually to plant them. So that way they'll come to like gate height. So that way the people that's on the golf course trail is right here, right beyond the gate.
Okay, I see it.
When they're driving by on the golf course, they can't see me or my guests in the pool.
Okay.
But we can see over.
You can basically see people playing golf and whatever you want to see.
But they can't see us.
I got you.
Come on, yeah, a lot of my boys, they smoke cigars and so forth. So, made the little cigar cool out area right here.
Is the tangerine orange your favorite color?
Well, you know.
Oh man.
This is another little band from out here. They call this a Cabana band.
Okay.
And this was like the only project that I did when I bought the house. I painted this.
Okay.
And I made the little sign, and the sign says it all.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's it.
All right, y'all. This is lovely, right? This is what hard work gets you. That ain't no alligator, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wally.
Oh, man. I love how you got it decked out. Was you the one that designed the house yourself? Or you had some, you can't take all the credit?
Nah, I can't take all the credit. I painted the house over. It was like a brownish. I call it diarrhea brown.
Okay.
I never liked it, so I painted it over. Wanted to give it a more classy look, so I put a black roof on it. Piped out the windows or the edging of the windows to black. You know, put the Siemens gutters in. Piped out the outline black, so that way it gives a nice classic black and white look. It's timeless.
Yo, I love it, man. I love how you did it. That's why I was asking you. Did it comes with the radio system, or you put
I put it all in.
You put it out? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I love music, especially coming from the Northeast. You know,
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I love music too. So it's like I probably do it for my wife. She be like, where you understand this music from? Cause I got that old soul.
Yeah.
So I be putting on a lot of game. Trust and believe it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. But
I hope you guys enjoyed. I was sitting outside. I'm gonna watch it while I'm editing, but I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah. I was motivated, speechless about so many different other things. So, like I said, I'm trying to give y'all more. I'm trying to give y'all inspiration. I'm trying to get you to move differently because we need to get off the streets. We need to show people we're about something, okay? So, stay in tune with the Will fam. The love train is going to continue.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Amen.
Are inside the aircraft. Thank you for flying with us.
As you can see the sunrise, so is the plane rising. Look at this baby up there. There's some activity out here today. I'll show you a little bit of this offshore life. a flare boom, so whenever we get gas from all the wells that are down beneath there, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but whenever all the wells are producing oil, we'll sometimes get H2S gas, which is hydrogen sulfide gas, and that's what we burn it off at. It's very loud and it's very hot. It's another tutorial of the offshore life. It's a beautiful view of a full moon shimmering off the water. Got some other platforms out there. Have one of the supply vessels backing in. Hopefully they're bringing us some groceries. Got the big boy crane. It's gonna get everything off and bring it over to the ship. This is nighttime rig life.
Baby, don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
It's gonna be
So baby, don't worry, everything gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. So baby, don't worry, everything gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. Time is money, I don't waste no